Right.
Like I've never seen a full woman army, fully covered and bald head and kicking ass and stuff like that. So that was a first for me.
It was the most
I
exhilarating
didn't know I
thing
needed to
watch.
see that.
I
Like,
didn't either.
I didn't realize how powerful that looked, and like, wait a minute, maybe we are doing war wrong because we're not including our women and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother tangent.
Right.
But just seeing women be incredibly intelligent, incredibly strong, incredibly in unison, and like militant, and we're not playing games with you, but we're sassy at the same time.
And then still funny.
Still funny, still sexy.
Still sexy, still loving.
Right. The sex.
And still giving T'Challa, like, you're still the king.
Right. You're our king,
Like,
and
we're not
Wakanda forever. But
Wakanda forever. But we hold the shit down
right,
for sure.
right. And my loyalty is to Wakanda. So even when the whole we're doing spoilers.
Listen.
Yeah, if you ain't seen it by now, then
you're
too bad.
Too bad.
But even when the Killmonger became king, she was like, I understand that, and I love T'Challa too, but
Right.
I'm loyal to Wakanda. I don't care who's in that chair.
Yeah.
Like, my duty is to Wakanda. If he's a king, then we kinging it with him. But I'm just loyal like that, and that is another testament to like African tradition and loyalty, and like I don't care about nothing y'all talking about. Like, I'm loyal to my land. Like, I don't
Right.
care what person y'all think is in control or in power. As long as Wakanda is what I'm fighting for, I'm fighting.
I was sitting there the entire time, and all I could think of was, could we do this shit?
Man,
Is that a fair question? Like,
that's only
any-
a dream I would love for my kids to see. I don't think I will live to see it, but I want to see it happen.
I'm going to say that I'm going to live to see that. I'm going to live to see a group of people, just like they're trying to put everybody on Mars.
Right.
Like, how about we ship people, like, go back?
Right.
Let's
Go to Africa.
let's go back.
Right.
Let's pick a land that's not occupied.
Right.
It's the largest continent in the world.
Right.
Let's pick a land that's not occupied and occupy it.
Right.
And wire that motherfucker and put it on the grid.
Right.
And we up and running, and it's our shit, and we still connected to everything.
Right. And just how they disguised it at all, like how they were reporting it, like, oh yeah, these dead lands and
Yeah.
Wakanda is, and like, yeah, okay, yeah, y'all can
Right.
think we dead, but like we know what we are, so
Right.
yeah, say whatever y'all want to do, but like we know
Right.
we got everything we need, we got more than what y'all got,
Yeah.
we're smarter than y'all, we don't need you, and we don't need to help you, so we stick to ours and our traditions and stuff like that. But that's just the beauty of dreaming about it, because to see that in our now, anything or any time in the near future, just like us as Black or African people, just like, yeah, we don't need nothing else. We got everything we need. Our tradition is fine. We don't need to associate with the Western or any other group of people,
Right.
Because we're us. This is what we do. We take care of us, and
Right.
we don't need nobody else. That would be a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah.
To not need any other culture.
And we really don't.
We don't.
We have enough scientists.
We're smart.
We're super savvy.
We've already existed and survived off of less than, and more. So it can only be up from anywhere. We've all started about poor, and compared to our ancestors and royalty and stuff like that, we all started poor. So it can only go up.
Oh my God.
It can only go up.
Oh
And
my
that's the
Who would-
scariest part.
Who would do it?
Who would start it, or who would do it?
Who would start it?
Who would start it?
Who could start it? Jay-Z.
Jay-Z could definitely start it. He has enough
Diddy.
money and connections. Diddy, Jay-Z.
If Diddy, Jay-Z, and Drake got together in a meeting and said, listen, this is what we're going to do. We found a spot in Kenya, and we bought about 1 million acres of land.
Right.
We bought it already. And we're going to build, we already started breaking ground on building schools and centers. But people are going to ask for who? The Kenyans? No.
Right.
For them too, but for everybody else.
Right.
And let's just, why wouldn't somebody put a resort
In Africa.
and say, this is where we're going, this is the new hotspot?
Right. It's like Sci-Hi the Prince song, The New Africa. Like,
I didn't hear that song.
oh man, he it's like a fantasy song, but he's like, yeah, what if Diddy bought a Vegas, like put a strip in Zimbabwe or something.
That's dope.
Like yeah, what if we had like pyramids popping? Like
Right.
like what if we went to those places and made them the spots to go to instead of like Dubai and Paris?
Right.
Like why not go to Africa? But because of the stereotypes and stuff like that.
Right.
But it's a beautiful place. Like I was listening to Ryan Coogler talk about his visit there, and he was like. It's like, yeah, they call us like the lost tribe, but then the Africans there don't think we're not Africans. You're just the African Americans.
Yeah.
And you don't really know about your African side of yourself. But he said in the same token, he's like some of the stuff that they do out there, we do out here, but it's just frowned upon, like eating watermelon. He said they were going up a hill or whatever, and then like there was a lady just passing out watermelon to like the travelers.
And this is on the Hot 97.
Hot 97, yep. Hot 97 interview when he said, yeah, there were travelers going up the hills, and then ladies was passing out watermelon, and they were like wrapping it up like it was a brick of gold or something.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, I don't understand that. Like, why watermelon? He was like, because watermelon is the perfect fruit for travelers because they get you full, and then there's water in the watermelon, so it keeps you hydrated at the same time when you're traveling. So she was like, she couldn't understand, like, why would you ask that? And he was like, yeah, because we're over here, like, we get joked about for eating watermelon.
Right.
So he was like, you don't even understand the stuff that we like and we do. It's just
That's
in
crazy.
Our culture. It's in our heritage.
That's crazy.
It's in our people. So I need to go to Africa. That's basically what it comes down to. I just need to go.
Yeah, man. But also in the back of my mind too, it's just like, Lord knows what the hell's going on over there in Africa.
Right.
It's like for us to even go back, like it's so crazy. Like Africa never recovered.
Right.
That's just it's just mind-boggling to me that they just never recovered. At least in the style I envision that what I would call recovery. Like, all right, we got through it and everybody went back and now we back popping again. And we got our own continent, we got our own shit and nobody fucks with us and we got the largest army and we got the best of everything.
Right.
Because I mean Africa has the best of everything.
And I think that's another reference in the movie that I caught, or just a metaphor to me, because like when Killmonger was trying to ship the weapons out and T'Challa came back and was all that stuff. And then like you saw, they didn't know who to follow. Like some of them was fighting for Killmonger, some was fighting for T'Challa, and then they just had an all-out war like in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I think that's a metaphor for what's been happening with black people between African tribes, between gang members in LA and stuff like that. Like we don't know who to follow. We don't have a leader anymore.
Yeah.
So we just gonna fight each other until we figure it out. And I think that's what's been happening for generations and generations of people. Not so much in that particular way, but we've been fighting each other for whatever reason. That's just one piece of the movie that I caught. I was like, man, that's crazy. And then you saw, like, we fighting, and then he got to his woman. He was like, wait, you gonna kill me? Like, you really about to do this?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, you think I'm playing? Like, I am loyal. Like, this is not a game to me. Yeah. He was like, you know what? You got it.
Yeah.
And then the war ended, though.
Right.
It ended, like, as quick as it started, it ended over a choice between a man and his woman. And that's why I think women are going to rule eventually.
Well, they have no other choice. But
they have to. They have to. I don't know when. I don't know how soon. But eventually, some women, a team of women is going to have to take control of everything. Every nation, every government, dictatorship, whatever you want to call it. I think the fear of women being in control is why it hasn't happened. But I think more would get done because women get shit done regardless.
Well, yeah, we already know that. I was just thinking about all of the kids that went to see the movie this weekend, and who was the kid that went and saw it and was like, I'm gonna start this place. Why doesn't this place exist now?
Right.
Like, I think that kid has already been born.
Right.
I really do feel that. I feel that nothing is by accident, of course, and everything lines up the way it's supposed to line up. And I think the momentum for it, and I think it's just so weird because it's like two different things. It's like Black Panther means two different things.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? It's like Black Panther, there's Huey P. Newton, those guys in Oakland, and it's that movement. And then there's the comic book.
Right, the Marvel.
And they're both driving forces for empowering African Americans
Right, and change.
and change.
But even with the kids going to see it, I think because kids' minds are easily molded, so I think it's gonna be kids that's like, yeah, I want to go to Wakanda, and somebody's gonna tell them it's not real, and they're gonna be like, nah, I want to go see for myself.
Yeah.
Like I don't believe you. Of course you're gonna say it's not real. Like
Right.
I don't believe you. So
Right.
some of them are really going to go looking for Wakanda in
Right.
Africa. So
I would totally tell Elijah that Wakanda is real.
right,
If
and some
pe-
parents
if-
will,
if
just
people
like
can
Tooth
tell-
Fairy and Santa Claus. Yep.
Listen, Wakanda is a real place.
Right.
Nobody can tell me any different. I believe it in my heart.
Right, right.
Wakanda exists in me. That idea is an idea that I believe in.
Right.
Like-
And if it's an idea, it's real.
Because it doesn't look far fetched.
Right.
It didn't feel far fetched.
Right.
It felt like, why the fuck haven't we done this
Right.
already?
Just like it's like the iPhone. Like somebody thought he was crazy. Like what? We're gonna have a phone that everybody's gonna have. It's gonna be touchscreen.
Listen. Fuck the iPhone. Fuck the iPhone. The airplane.
Right.
Somebody told somebody, 2 bicyclists.
Right. We're going in the air.
We're gonna fly in the air.
Right.
And
Idea.
It's an idea.
And now we have airports everywhere.
Everywhere.
Not just airplanes, airports and sponsors and all of that stuff. But it started with an idea of, you know what? I don't want to be on the ground. We can get to places faster. We just have to figure it out.
We just have to figure it out. Elon Musk just put a Tesla
Outer space.
in outer space and sending it to Mars. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. It's like, why can't we? Why can't we? Why can't we? Who's gonna do it?
Right.
I don't know. Can I? Am I supposed to do it? It just felt like I had so many questions.
Yeah. So you felt called to do something.
I felt called to do something.
Right. From every perspective, from Killmonger's perspective, from T'Challa's, from little boy Killmonger, his story and stuff like that. So it's really
And Marvel, we need the Killmonger story.
facts. We need that.
I need the Killmonger. I need to know what happened.
Him growing up in Oakland.
After he went upstairs. I want to see exactly what happened to that kid after he cried after his dad. His dad died in his arms.
Right.
I want to see what happened.
Yeah.
How he got to become
The military.
I want to
and all
see.
that
I want to see the adventures of Killmonger. I want to see his kills.
Right.
How he got, all his
stuff.
markings.
Knowing them, they'll probably just make that a Netflix series instead
Oh,
of a
that'll
movie.
be great. Yeah, like an animated series or something like that. Which not too bad.
Yeah, long as they keep. I think they should keep Michael B. Jordan. But
listen,
that's
first
gonna
of all,
get expensive.
First of all, Michael B. Jordan is Teflon. Teflon. And this is like, he was stellar in this.
Yeah, he's 3 for 3. Because Creed and Black Panther and
Fruitvale.
But then the first 2 before that was kind of iffy.
So
Fantastic Four and Chronicle.
right.
So he's redeemed
So
himself. he's been redeemed.
right. Ryan Coogler. Have you heard Ryan Coogler talk?
Absolutely, bruh. Straight from the Bay. Yee.
Yo.
Like, bruh, say hello and like, yeah.
He was like, yeah, know what I'm saying?
You know
Know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
And that's amazing because he's so
saying, like, holy
authentic. He didn't change.
He didn't
nothing.
change at all.
He's like, yeah, I'm from the Bay. And in the reference to the movie, I think another metaphor was when Killmonger was like, yeah, my dad said he's going to bring me to Wakanda. Isn't that funny? A kid from Oakland.
Yeah.
So he basically is talking about himself. He's like, I'm a kid from Oakland, but I'm directing Black Panther, one of the most expensive movies ever. So it's like
Now he's
a
3 for
double
3.
entendre. He's easily 3 for 3.
Dog.
I can't wait for 4. Hopefully he does Black Panther 2 because obviously
No,
they're going to
listen.
do
Black Panther 2, it's gonna do Avatar numbers.
Ridiculous.
You've heard it here first. It's not even gonna be a game. It's not even gonna be close. It's gonna do Avatar numbers. No question about it. No question.
I'm ready for the DVD. They just need to
Just
straight
drop
the Blu-ray right now. I guarantee you'll make just as much as you made in the box office.
Oh my God.
Drop the Blu-ray right now. Right, it's Monday. After the opening weekend, drop it this Monday. I guarantee you they'll make another 200 and something million
Oh my God.
off of sales.
Because I'm already bought the pre-sale.
Right.
Thing.
And we don't even buy movies anymore. We just
Nah.
stream them now. But I guarantee you that will
That
sell.
one, I could watch as many
Man,
times.
I'm plan. I plan to watch it again and over again because there's so much stuff I probably didn't catch or faces I didn't see, like smirks and stuff like that.
And then the box office is going to be just as strong next week because all the white people are going to go see it now.
Right.
Because it's not only that they're waiting for all the black people to go finish seeing it in opening weekend.
Right.
But now they get to go.
And all the Marvel fans.
And all the Marvel fans.
Seeing it twice and all the other fans.
Yeah. I think a lot of people. It's a two-timer for sure.
Easily because there's no way you can catch everything in one site. Like, yeah, you can see it, but you have to look at it from the social awareness standpoint of what they're saying to like other cultures, like when the guy walked in and she was like, "Oh, don't scare me like that, you colonizer." So,
Yeah,
like little jabs like that. You got to watch it for that, and then next time, like you have to watch it for the Avengers story because Infinity War is coming, so you need to understand why and how and what's to come. You have to pay attention to. So at least 2 times to at least see it, but then you can see it a third time to catch all the other details and stuff like that.
So what do you give Black Panther? Scale of 1 to 10.
12.
Oh God.
12, if not 15.
You put it that low?
You said out of 10, so I had to go more about it. Damn. I didn't know I could go to 100, but man, it's just so much.
Is it one of the best movies you've ever seen?
In my entire life, I am almost 30. I've never seen a movie like that where it spoke to me as a human, as a black human, as a human from California, and as a descendant from Africa. Like, I've never seen that happen. And that's what I was thinking about. You remember when, like, the first time T'Challa almost died in, like, combat, he went to the ancestral realm, and, like, the whole sky was, like, colored,
Which
and
is
his dad
gorgeous.
was in a tree as a Black Panther, and he came down and spoke to him. When I saw that, I've never seen anything like that since Lion King.
Yeah.
When Simba went to, like, Rafiki showed him his dad in the water, then he appeared out of the sky. Yeah. Like, I've never, and that was lions. That wasn't even people. So that was the only reference to Africa I've ever seen since Lion King. And Lion King was what, 92? And
Lion King was not 90.
92, 95, I don't know. Fact check me, but it was over 20 years ago. I know that much. So, and I haven't seen that, like, getting guidance from his ancestors and going back and talking. But that scene reminded me of when Simba was talking to his dad and he was getting guidance and stuff like that.
Right.
I haven't seen that since then. And another crazy metaphor. 94. Another crazy metaphor I got when the second time when T'Challa went back, and the first time he went, it was just his dad. The second time he went, you could see all the other ancestors behind him. Yeah. And his dad was like, "Okay, it's time to come with me." And he's like, nah. You didn't get it right. Like, I need to go fix this.
And they didn't. And that was another part that I enjoyed too. It's like the humanization of royalty. Right. It's like they're royalty, but they're humans too. Like anybody can call out the king. Right. You know what I mean? That's why when his little sister was like, "Me." I come back and they're like, "Would you stop fucking around?"
Right. It's not a game. Like, this is why we serious around here.
Yeah, but that humanization of that, it was so well written.
Man, yeah. Well, back to the first time he went, when he kneeled down and started crying, it was like stand up. Like, you're a king, man. I understand you're my son, but you're a king now. Yeah. Like, we don't have time for that. You have to take the responsibility. But back to the second time he went, and the ancestors was behind his dad, and he's like, "Okay, come with me." And he's like, "No, like you guys didn't do it right. Like, I'm not cool with what you did, and I need to go fix this because if I don't, it's going to continue to happen." And that's the generational curse that like I was seeing in that scene, because there's a lot of like dads that wasn't there, or dads that or died from cancer or whatever and stuff like that.
Generational curses are trash.
Man, it's crazy, but
it's so trash.
Like, somebody has to stop it. Somebody has to change how we eat, how we live, how we encounter.
That's where I've been, dog. Like, that's where I've been. I've been finding and searching myself. I don't even know where to start with that. Right. With it, like, enough is enough already. Right. Like, how long are we gonna live with this mindset that we have? How long do we have to do it for?
How long are we gonna be behind?
And it's up to us. Right. It's totally up to us. It's our choice.
Right.
Ain't nobody coming over here to make us slaves.
Right.
We have complete freedom.
Right.
Yeah, we got racists and all that other good stuff. You're gonna have all of that.
Always had that.
We always had it. We've always had it. We're always gonna have it. It's not gonna go away.
Right.
It's gonna diminish a little bit, but it's not gonna totally go away. But the fact that you have an opportunity to do something different,
Right. And you choose not to.
the awareness is the problem.
Right.
Because people just aren't aware. I know that firsthand.
Right.
Because I have had the wool pull over my eyes for the last 15 years.
Right.
So I have not seen it. It's been a complete gray for me. You know what I mean? And it's falling victim. It's like when I moved here, like I didn't move here to do the things that I was doing. I moved here for something else. And then when you get here and you find things that make you comfortable,
Right.
and you're away from home, so ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. So, well, you
Right.
just sitting here and just accumulate this shit,
Right.
and
get comfortable.
get comfortable,
Right.
you know, and let life pass you by, and not chase after your dreams and your passions.
Right.
When you have every single right to do that. It's one of my biggest regrets. It's not even a regret. I don't even want to say regret. It's disgusting to me. It's like repulsive to me
Right.
that I allowed myself to get in that type of mind state,
Right.
to allow myself to be 30 pounds overweight, to allow myself to be depressed,
Right.
to allow myself to let others affect me and to make me upset and make me angry and take me out of my character.
Right.
That's a me thing.
Right.
That's not nobody else. You know what I mean? Because people are going to try to put their shit on you every single day.
Right.
They don't mean to, but that's just who they are because they're living in their generational curse.
Right.
So
Right.
they're going to walk their generational curse over to you.
Right.
And then now their generational curse is going to combat your generational curse. So whose generational curse is worse?
Right.
Let's
And
kill
then
each other and
we
find
come
out.
together and complain about our generational curses.
And then we complain
instead
about
of trying to fix them.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and in saying that, like, it has to change because either we can die and be just like the generations before us, or we can change something. Like T'Challa was in that scene when he was like, "Nah, I'm going back. Like, I gotta go fix this. I'm not gonna be the kind of king you were." Kind of thing.
I'm going back to Jersey, dog. That's the whole time. I say all that to say I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I thought about New Jersey the entire time. I was like, New Jersey is Wakanda. Every time they said Wakanda, I was like, New Jersey.
Come back to Jersey.
Man, I was in there damn near shedding tears on some. It's just like the emotion was just driving me. The thought, the idea, it was enough.
Right.
Like, that $200 million budget for that movie was the price of admission.
Right.
For the idea. That was a $200 million idea. Like,
That's crazy.
Do you
Like,
think
it's so relatable on so many aspects?
You think Marvel knew what they had? What you think?
Marvel, no. The cast and Ryan Coogler.
I think
absolutely.
Ryan knew for sure.
Absolutely.
Ryan knew for sure that he had the heat.
There was he probably was dancing. Like, of course he had a headache, but when it was finished and he watched it, it's hard to top that. Like, honestly, I don't know what they left out. They didn't leave out nothing. There was action, comedy, storyline, plot, climax,
and
two villains,
and no sex scenes.
No sex scene at all,
and no cursing.
No cursing. Well, they cuss a little bit.
They cuss a little bit.
Michael B. Jordan, but
yeah,
he was a villain. And see, I don't even want to call him a villain because he wasn't a villain to me. He was just lost. He was a misguided hero to me.
Yeah,
like he was a hero.
That's great. That's great. Misguided hero. I like that.
He was definitely a hero because he was coming from a perspective of like what if you woke up tomorrow and found out that you were a prince or you could have been a prince or a king of somewhere and you out here living mediocre.
Yeah.
And you like what? You telling me like wait, you literally telling me I'm royalty and I'm out here struggling and my homie's getting shot and I'm living check to check and I can rule something? Oh, no. See, no, I need that. Like, I lived my entire life living a lie because of y'all didn't help me or y'all didn't come get me or whatever the case may be. So, no, I need that. And that's where it's the misguided part because I'm pretty sure if he came and told people who he was.
It was like for 9 seconds. 9 seconds, I wanted him to just join forces with T'Challa.
Man, two Black Panthers, bro. Like,
if he didn't kill Claw, then it would have been great for them to get together and then take down Claw.
Well, he couldn't have gotten
He
to,
couldn't have
without
gotten to
Claw.
without
So
Claw. That's what
that
Claw
was
was like the
that's the
trampoline.
only reason he got to the king.
Yeah.
Because he had something that he wanted. So, and then you saw T'Challa was like, yeah, I know what, like I know who you are.
He bust T'Challa ass.
Facts. And then hit Angela with the hey auntie.
Hey auntie, the best
Hey, auntie.
phrase. Hey auntie. The whole movie theater erupted. That one part.
He said, hey auntie, like you think I'm a joke? He was like, yeah, go ahead, ask me who I am. Go
Yeah.
ahead, so I can tell you my real name. I think y'all so smart, huh?
I didn't
All
even
right.
think he had me fooled. I didn't even think he knew.
Right.
I was like, this nigga don't know who his real name.
Right.
He's like, nah.
But then he went to the ancestor realm, and I was
And
like,
that
oh,
was-
his dad taught him. His dad taught him everything.
And big ups to the props to the Public Enemy poster in the room.
Facts.
I listened to Public Enemy this morning and it was like I started screaming in my car. Yo, you forget how powerful Public Enemy.
Man.
Yo, Public
Before their
Enemy
time.
gets you charged up, dog.
As they should.
It gets you charged up. When you play that Rebel without a pause, oh, forget it. Forget it. As soon as I learn how to get music to play through this thing,
It's a
oh
wrap.
man,
I'm gonna have
I'm gonna figure that out.
segues.
I'm gonna figure that out. This is my first time doing this. But Black Panther was amazing. Nothing short of.
Ridiculous. Ridiculously amazing. Best movie I've ever seen in my life.
It's like I don't even want to see nothing else right now.
And now, and man, it like I got so comfortable.
Is that a reach?
No, it's not a reach. I got so comfortable for those 2 hours, however long the movie is.
I don't even know how
of
long the
seeing
movie
just
was.
Colorful people, black people. That when I went home after and started watching TV, I'm like, man, this don't look right. Like, I'm just flipping through channels. I'm like, man, it's no black people.
Listen, I'm
There
watching
may be like
Insecure.
a commercial. Well, yeah,
watching
shows
Scandal.
like that. But I mean, like, if you just flip through the channels, I guarantee you might see 3 black people just in a quick flip, and maybe those channels are BET. But like,
Nobody
you're not
want-
going to see like a full 2-hour movie of all black people with full intelligence
That's crazy.
and comedic relief, but not dumb. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like when
I didn't know
Shorty
I
was-
needed to,
when
I didn't know I
Shorty-
needed to see that.
When Shorty's car
Oh, yeah,
disappeared, she was just driving up the
Just
steering wheel.
in the seat.
There's so many good moments in that movie, man. Listen,
Don't freeze up.
if you're listening to this pod, I'm gonna put this out.
Okay.
I already feel good about this. This will be the first one.
Hey.
So yeah, that's interesting already. But I'm gonna put this out. If you have not seen Black Panther, please go see it. It doesn't matter what color you are. It has zero to do with black people, and like that's beside the point. It's a phenomenal. The way it's written, it's super entertaining. It's something in there for everyone. I feel from all walks of life. There's something in that movie that you can pull out that I know that you can relate to. There's relationship struggles. You may be you may have someone that you've been thinking of. You need to be together and you haven't figured it out yet.
Right.
That dynamic is you need to make up with your parents. You know what I mean, or your dad, and get the truth out of them. The best.
Yeah,
And he made T'Challa work for that shit. Nah, I ain't doing that. Why I ain't gonna sacrifice my people for yours.
right.
Nah. Well, hold my mother then. All right. Well, I got
you on that.
I got your mom's then.
Because if you die, I'm king. So
Yeah.
you go ahead, player.
Nah, but I mean, he still came through in the clutch later. I thought that should have been more of a grander entrance if I was gonna pick at something when he came through. I think I was expecting like another, just like a loud noise, like a grander entrance.
Right.
I mean, like Game of Thrones and the Dothraki. If you've never seen like Game of Thrones, but when the Dothraki army comes, you already know it's no games. You hear them coming from miles away.
Right.
The way they make an entrance, but and that's really nothing. But that was a great moment too.
Back to their fight. He was like, just yield, man. Like, your people need you. Don't die.
Yeah.
Because your pride is ridiculous.
Yeah,
And that's a lot of that goes
and
back
that's respect.
Yeah, and that just goes back to like us as like young black people. Like, we can throw some hands. We can fight, but like, we don't need to take it to guns.
Why can't we? Why can't we
Our
fight?
families need us. So we can just throw these hands and look.
Right.
Let me go figure it out. We can throw hands again, but eventually I'm gonna get tired of throwing hands, and we're gonna have to understand each other more before we just keep being violent. But it's a lot of metaphors. There's a lot of metaphors in that movie.
It's so good.
So man, I need to go see it again. Probably today.
I gotta go see it again.
I need to.
I gotta go see it again. I
might see it at least once a month after it comes out.
That's crazy.
Once a week or something.
That's crazy.
It's like a refreshment. Like, I need to see that
Often.
Just
Now I can eliminate Scarface. Now I don't have to watch Scarface. I don't have to watch The Godfather.
right.
I don't have.
to look at Italians.
I don't. Yeah.
Black people
Look at black people. Yeah.
Similar struggle and rise to being a king and stuff like that. So yeah, we got one.
We got one. Ryan Coogler, Marvel Comics, Stan Lee. Good looking out.
Brother, we need one.
We got one. That was for us.
Man, is this what they feel like all the time?
They feel like all the time. Why can't they just make them like this all the time? This is what movies are supposed to be like all the time.
Man.
Like, we should be getting to the Oscars, and it should be like 6 movies where the whole world's like, the fuck, who's gonna win this shit?
Right.
We seen them all, and they all were good.
Right.
Not, oh, well, I ain't never seen that movie. Or, that's not it. What is that? And then you gotta go find it.
Right. Like La La Land and Moonlight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't see those movies until after they won.
Right.
Just like what's that? Texas Buyer or whatever that won like a whole bunch with
with Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, that was a good movie. That was that was Buyers Club or something. Yeah. That was really good though.
But yeah, if Black Panther don't win at least 7 Oscars, I don't know what they saw.
Visuals,
costume
design. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. Okay, I need to find
Ruth E. Carter is her name. That's the designer for the costume.
Ruth E. Carter?
Ruth E. Carter.
Bodied it.
I actually got to meet her and shoot her at the Brisk event over All-Star Weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you have her number?
Nah, I wish.
Listen, why didn't you get her number? Why didn't you get her contact?
I have her picture. That way I can get to getting her number.
Now you got to get her number. Because I need to find out where that scarf is that he was wearing at the embassy at the very end.
Oh, when he was talking to everyone?
Yeah.
With the...
when he was wearing all black,
yep,
but he
had it like off to the side.
It was off to the side.
I'm trying to see. I think it was like an ape on it or something? Or a hippo.
I don't know.
It was fire.
That shit was fire. It looked like an Hermes.
Right.
But it looked like something. It looked straight African, like...
Yeah, he had some ill fits in that whole movie.
The fits was ill.
The suit he wore in Korea, that crap was fire.
That was hard.
And the dresses, those dresses was fire too. I just like was flowing behind her or something.
The red one, yeah, yeah.
Damn, she did her thizzle with the costumes.
That's crazy.
That movie was ridiculous.
And then the dude that did the score, I don't know. I forget his name. I don't even know his name, but.
Man, the
Ryan,
little, vibranium, whenever they would hit the sticks.
Oh.
Like that, man, whatever sound effect that is, I need that. I just, boom, I can't do it. But, like, whenever they hit their spear.
And then when they were shrugging their shoulders at the same time.
Tradition, man.
I was shaking my shoulder. I was in there like, see up, it's going down. Oh, man. That felt so good.
Yeah, man. We need to have some type of tradition. Some great traditions.
Yeah.
Rituals, even.
I can only imagine what it was like before, like, niggas got taken out of Africa.
Man, Wakanda's real. Probably tell you.
Because you can only imagine, like white people were looking like, yo, look at all this shit they got over there.
Right.
We gotta go and look at the people that are doing it. We gotta get these. We gotta get them and
Right.
take them over and take them.
Just grab our muskets.
So you go.
Just,
They did it with muskets.
Man, just like in the museum scene, it was like, oh, it's not for sale. Oh, did you get it for fair price?
Yeah.
Like, no, hit me with the price. Y'all didn't pay for it.
Yeah, I'm taking this shit.
Yeah, it's mine. I have the rights to it. You don't even know what it is. You're up here trying to, and that's another reference.
Yeah.
It was just walking around the African museum and a white lady's telling me about African history.
Yeah.
What do you know about Africa just because you read it in a book? Like,
Right.
no, you're not from this. I understand you went to school and they taught you what they taught you, but when you're talking to like an African descendant, like, what are you saying to me? Like, how can you teach me about me better than I can? Speaking on African descendants,
Right.
but like, you have my artifacts in your museum. And you're trying to tell me about it, and you're wrong.
And you're wrong.
And you're wrong.
What a movie.
Misguided hero.
What a movie.
Killmonger's definitely a hero.
What a movie. I want to go to the gym with Michael B. Jordan one time.
Nah, he'll kill you.
I'm not going there to get killed.
Bro.
I just want to go in there.
He's all arms, bro.
He is all arms.
Bro's arms is huge.
I just want to do a couple sets and just be like, yo, man, listen, we ain't here putting in work. I just want to be around.
Flex for the gram.
I'm like, man, yeah. He bodied that. And Chadwick was so smooth.
Man, he's so ridiculously intelligent when it comes to acting. Like, you don't even remember that he was James Brown or Jackie Robinson in other movies and Thurgood Marshall. Like, I only saw T'Challa.
That's crazy.
And his accent is fire too.
The accent was fire.
And I don't know if that language they were speaking was like
no,
real,
that's a real language.
and they were really speaking it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
To
learn another language.
Yeah, that's linguistics. Marvel they have a whole like library of languages that for
they went back and researched and did it properly. Was saying things properly.
Yeah,
that makes it more amazing.
Yeah, but Chow said that he had did a couple of movies. He did one movie like intentionally that he had to have that accent.
Right.
That prepared him for that part of it.
That's dope.
Man, that was great. That was great.
Still great.
We're gonna go see the movie. I give it a 28,000
out of 10.
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10. You get a 28,000 out of 10. You know, there's some things I was like, like none of it.
There was no scene.
And then all of it was just like sensational. Absolutely sensational. Round of applause to everybody who had a major part or a minor part to do with that movie. Everyone from the behind the scenes, all the key grips and all those guys, everyone working hard. Camera operators. Editing teams. I can only imagine the sleepless nights, Ryan, just having to approve stuff and sit in meetings and have conversations.
Getting songs cleared.
What I do want to see, oh man, first of all, the behind the scenes footage better be fire when the DVDs come out. But what I do hope is that they give us an inside look on how the soundtrack was put together. Right. What do you think about the soundtrack? Did you hear the soundtrack?
The soundtrack is dope, but I think it would have been doper if it came out after the movie, because a lot of the songs on the soundtrack, like, you can tell certain songs just like, okay, Kendrick is like just being Kendrick and stuff like that. And then other songs like, okay, I know exactly this is for a movie, but because I haven't seen the movie, I don't know which part does it go with. So now that I've seen the movie, then all the songs are perfect sense.
Right.
But
I don't see it that way. I see, because I think I'm an original score guy, so I kind of know the difference from back in my acting days. It's like, I know there's original score, and then I know there's soundtrack. Those are two different things. Right. Like, you can go and get the score. You know what I mean? Whenever they decide to put it out or whatever, I'm sure you can get the score. Right. But the soundtrack, I thought the storytelling was phenomenal by TDE. I thought it was well curated. And I thought Future's verse was the funniest verse.
Yes. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That songs like that, you can tell they just having fun.
And that's fine. But it's still all flow together.
Right, but it makes sense because King's dead, so now it's a new party. So now we partying.
Yeah.
Type song. Like, I get the story, but then like Georgia Smith, her song is dope. The I Am, like when you know what you are,
Right.
sacrifice ain't too hard. So that song, Absol went crazy on Bloody Waters with Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
He was barring everything, and then
I love King's Dead. I love the Mozzie joint.
of course,
Seasons.
shout out to Reason too. He on that too.
Oh yeah, let me tell you something.
homie
I
from
was listening
Bravo.
to that song, right? And I ain't know none of what was happening in that first. I don't know none of the words. But I felt like I knew what he was saying.
Right.
Is that weird?
No.
Did that feel weird to you?
Nope.
It didn't feel like he wasn't speaking English at all.
Was he doing patois or was it?
I don't even
Jamaican?
know what that.
it was,
I have
but
no
it went
idea.
with the song. That's kind of like.
Was it African? Was it African?
I think it was. I don't know. Could have been.
I have to
But
do
it
some.
reminded me
I'm
of.
gonna do some research on that. And
What
find
song
out.
is that? Where Kendrick Lamar. What's the name? Black of the Berry.
Black of the Berry.
And they took that put me on that shit. Let's go with Block. I didn't really understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
But I knew it made sense.
Right.
Like I understood certain words, and then after I saw the lyrics, I was like, okay, it makes perfect sense now. But yeah, they put me in that chair. Let's go with Block. And like,
Oh man.
but yeah, and I wonder if Ryan Coogler got Kendrick to do it because he's been to Africa.
That's crazy.
Like he's been to Africa.
I love this song. It's so good.
The Ways, Khalid.
Khalid is growing on me. The songs that I've heard from him, like his singles, I like. I didn't check for any. I haven't heard any albums from Khalid.
Me either.
I don't know if I care yet, but the songs that I'm hearing that I do like and that I'm hearing, I was like, okay, I fuck with it. I fuck with it for sure.
I've only heard that song, his hit single, and the song with Logic and Alicia Cara. I haven't heard anything else from him.
Man.
But yeah, that soundtrack is
Bodied.
like it hasn't been a good soundtrack in a very long time.
A very long time. What was the last good soundtrack you heard?
Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys 2.
With the band, and then Nelly flop down and get your eagle on. I think that was the last one, if I'm not mistaken. I think that came out 2000.
Yeah, that's how I know I'm old, because I was not going to say that. I was going to say Waiting to Excel or some other shit.
Soul Food or
nope, not
Have
even.
Plenty.
Nope. Have Plenty. Have Plenty.
Belly was a good soundtrack too.
Belly was cool.
But yeah, I think the last one was Bad Boys 2, soundtrack that I actually like.
Nah, that shit had Shake Your Tail Feather on it.
Yes,
I don't know
it
if I
did.
completely fuck with
And
that.
that was when like the band first was like buzzing.
Nah,
then
see,
they did
yeah,
the,
that's some that's some 90s baby shit you talking
True,
about.
because I grew up on like MTV making the band, so that was they like big break when they was on the soundtrack.
That's crazy.
And then what's the song with Pharrell and Diddy? Doom doom. I don't know. I'm not even about to try.
I don't even know.
Not even about to try, but yeah.
Don't.
I think that was the last one.
That's the last
I
one.
know Fast and Furious they try to have good soundtracks, but nah, you can tell they're trying to force it.
It'll be like one song on there.
Right.
You know, that was Khalifa joint.
Yeah,
That'll
that
carry
was it.
everything.
But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that was the last soundtrack that was just like, okay, I got some stuff on here.
Man.
Soundtracks, Lost Art Form. But Black Panther got it,
He got it and had number one.
as it should be.
It's like 140,000. That's crazy.
Are we on 10 yet?
Man.
Are we on 10 yet?
I love that. I love that soundtrack. Huh.
Great movie.
A great movie.
Great movie.
Great all around. Go see it, guys.
Please do.
It is in the movie theater right now.
Go see it twice.
Go see it twice. Go see it twice. We don't even really have to tell you to see it twice. You're going to see it the first time, and then you're going to be like, I need to see this shit twice.
Yeah, I need to experience Wakanda one more time.
Yeah, I got to see the fly-in on Wakanda.
Man.
One of the best scenes ever. It really felt like home. It felt like, oh, shit. Like, I was really literally sat up in my chair. Like, I want to see this shit.
Right.
I'm ready.
Flew into a mountain.
And just flew right into a mountain and just.
I never get tired of this part.
I never freeze.
What are you talking about? I never freeze.
He froze. He froze.
Hi.
He said hi.
Hi. See, man. Tell you, women are the power, man.
Yeah.
The king just freeze. Just hi. Great movie, man.
Even the kings freeze over a great looking woman.
And back to tradition. Like when Killmonger came in, and he was like, "Well, okay, I accept your challenge. Like this is random. I wasn't training for this. I wasn't prepared." And
that's how badass
he was. We'll have to train for 3 weeks. It was like, nah, I just need you there, player.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, yeah, like King don't run. I think that Jadena song, Chief don't run.
Chief don't run.
So yeah, it's just culture, tradition, ritual, respect, just a lot of things that are forsaken in America, not just in Black communities, but just we don't have traditions as Americans. Like we don't have rituals as Americans.
No.
Like 4th of July, maybe a hot dog and a hamburger, or standing for the Pledge of
Well, I
Allegiance.
mean, those are rituals.
Yeah, but
Christmas,
nothing to the
Valentine's Day.
Everybody does Christmas different. So I mean, the ritual, as in we all do the same thing for that. Like we don't all do the same thing because there's so many different cultures here.
Right.
So we can't come together and do one thing the same way together.
Yeah.
Wakanda, like we all it's a challenge, or he's sworn in to be king. We're all going to be on this mountain. We're all here. We're all here for the ritual.
Yeah.
Like nobody was like, "Oh, I gotta go pick up somebody." Blah blah blah.
Nah,
like, nah. This is.
It's nothing else to do in Wakanda except that.
And we don't need nothing.
What's a job like in Wakanda?
Man,
you gotta be really smart. I'm sure.
How about I say intelligence is key? Because she just had
she was 16 and she was.
she gave him a virtual airplane to take care of, and she said, "I made it American for you."
Yeah.
Like
colonizer.
That scene
is that the new cracker?
Nah, cracker's more disrespectful, but colonizer is more of a fact. You can't be mad at facts. Like you call somebody cracker, that's disrespectful.
Nah, but it's a great replacement.
I agree.
I will definitely be calling white people colonizers.
I'm definitely barking when a white person is talking out of turn. Like in these creative, like, can you, like, but just think, like, run with me on this.
Okay.
In the meeting of what's her name? Kylie Kendall. Kendall Jenner was in that Pepsi meeting, talk about, okay, yeah, this commercial is going to be a riot outside.
Right.
And then, yeah, we could just go in there and hand them a pep. Hey, no, you stop talking right now. That's not a good idea. You're not, no. And all these horrible board meetings where all these horrible ideas get greenlit and spend millions, and then it backfires on Twitter. Like, there should have been an African in there just barking, like, no, this is not your place to speak. Don't do that.